My name is Mary Goodman. I'm an assistant town manager with Gilbert, Arizona. Gilbert, Arizona is a community of just shy of 260,000 residents that is located in the southeast valley of the Phoenix metropolitan area. In the early stages of the pandemic, I think everyone was faced with the challenge of trying to figure out what this thing was going to look like and how long it was going to impact and how it was going to impact business operations.
We have roughly 1,500 employees, and so when the pandemic struck, we had to shift a huge portion of that workforce remotely. So about 2/3 of the workforce went remote.
We had almost 800 employees that went remote within 48 hours. And when I say that, that means including everything from signing remote work agreements for what the remote office was going to look like, for making sure that we had VPN access for those employees, making sure that we had the ability to still maintain and monitor our security posture in a remote environment across all the different platforms and different tools that used to be on an on-site environment, making sure that we could still provide access to public meetings and allow for public discourse and participation. We've always provided, conference lines and public access channel, but coupling that now with tools like WebEx has really allowed a more robust participation in a remote audience. And I am grateful that we decided to make that investment before the pandemic hit because it completely changed our posture and ability to respond to the pandemic.
When COVID-19 hit, they were already using the software they had. All they had to do was push it out with the tools that they had today, get those users comfortable with using those tools that may not have been doing it remotely, and then move forward. The technologies we implemented were new Cisco Firewalls with VPN Access that had the ability to scale to the full user count that the town of Gilbert had today. We also replaced their aging unified communications platform they had and moved them to a Cisco unified communications platform. So that was up and running prior to COVID, so they already had the tools to communicate remotely in advance, and they already had the tools.
The strategic partnership between Sentinel and Cisco, I think, has been a huge benefit to Gilbert, Arizona, just because they act as that liaison. They kind of act on behalf of us and making sure that we are getting everything we need in terms of either the solutions, our roadmap and design, the strategy, so that all those efforts align to where we want to go. So we're extremely excited about what's happening in Gilbert, Arizona, and really excited about the future and where we're headed, based on some of these strategic partnerships and alliances.
The thing that makes Gilbert special is we never consider it done. We're always going to keep striving for continuing to improve and move forward in that path to become the city of the future. The strategic partnerships we have across the organization, and in particular with Sentinel and Cisco, have been critical in our ability to respond not only to the COVID-19 pandemic, but to really be able to think about what the future of the workplace looks like. If you don't have those investments in the right partners and in the right tools and the right team, we wouldn't have been able to make those changes as quickly as we did.
The business that we've done with Town of Gilbert has gone exceptionally well. We've done many projects over the last decade with the Town of Gilbert, and the reason why they've gone so well over time is because Town of Gilbert does a great job of coming up with a gap analysis, planning and designing, then budgeting, and then executing. And then on top of it, they have a good support structure, so when those projects are implemented, they have the bodies, the tools, the processes in place, so when something goes awry, they can fix it quickly.